Gentlemen, it's been quite a while, but I'm still around, still kicking. I'm still doing that thing where I don't directly look in the camera because it'd be kind of weird. But I'm currently in my hometown, a rare occasion because I'm busy traveling all over the fucking country. It just has to do with my job lately. I'm just busy as fuck. It's the thing nobody talks about when it comes to being self-employed is you pretty much always on the loose, you're always on the run, you're always chasing, fighting every day to get more bills paid, eh? That's the one thing that's keeping you up at night all times. I mean, being self-employed is fun and everything, but yeah, I mean, I got a wife. A lot of people, a lot of you guys out there do have wives and girlfriends and clients and whatnot, but it's always a hustle. Eh? At some point, you start questioning, does it all make sense? But that's the point we're just gonna keep on pushing through. That's kind of the topic for today. My favorite lounge, as I just mentioned before, smoking a cigar, actually a good cigar. It's a Chevalier Genève. Let me show you guys. It's got some of that leaf gold on there. I do have another one I was smoking just short time once I finished this one. This is another Chevalier Genève. It's a cigar. As I said, they put some gold. Stupid. Stupid. It's just marketing. I mean, it's real gold on the cigar. You just smoke through it. You can see touching it with your thumb. The gold will get loose. But yeah, in the end, I'll show you a picture. The ash's gonna have a little gold square on it, which I guess looks kind of cool. It's kind of edgy or whatever. But yeah, I'm still around, boys. Topic today is, as I mentioned before, pushing through. For a lot of people, life is hard, especially young men, because I mentioned this before on this channel. We can only talk about the male side of things, because obviously I'm a guy, obviously I'm a man. I don't believe in that bi gender shit or whatever. I just don't. I think it's stupid, plain stupid. But I think that a lot of times the feelings of especially young men and the way we do feel, people are mistreating it as irrelevant, basically. But to me, it matters a lot to see other young men because I'm 30, boys. I like to see other young men succeed in life, push through, and be happy because I think ultimately we all chasing one goal, and that's to be happy. And it's a topic that people rarely talk about, but I think it's so much more important than people portray it to be. I've seen depression kill guys, and I know depression is real. I don't believe in depression. I believe in functioning over being depressed. But I've seen people take their lives, friends take their lives over depression. People thinking there's no out of there's no escape. And I think that sucks if you, at a very young age, especially, finish your life yourself for it's almost money all the time. Maybe you're in debt of 100, 200K. Let me tell you guys this, it's nothing, boys. It's nothing. It's not worth dying over. It isn't. No amount of money is. And I'm pretty integer myself. Basically, corruption for me starts at 100 mil, so I'd be down to it. But before that, it doesn't make any sense. No amount of money in the whole world could ever make me switch on my day ones on my boys. It doesn't. It doesn't. That's what I kind of want to tell you guys. Push through. You'll always achieve what you want if you just push through and just don't tighten up the grip on your life too much. Let it loose sometimes. The best things in life, they always happen when you just loosen up the grip around your life a little bit. For example, just giving you guys an example. Sorry if I talk too much or too fast, but I'm kind of on a schedule today. Got to meet a client in like roughly 1 or about 5 hours. I'll maybe take some video footage of that. I don't know if he wants to. I don't want to put the camera on. I'm not really a YouTuber. I want to put a camera up in people's face and be like, I'm just videotaping you. Talk to me. Talk to the camera. I won't. I would never do that. I think it's kind of stupid. But the example I want to give you guys is how I met my business partner roughly 1.5 years ago to this day, almost exactly to this day, in this very cigar lounge. Let me just show you the lounge quick. So there's me sitting. It's a lounge. It's a nice place. I just picked this chair so I could put the the iPhone on a stand so you guys could see something. Otherwise, I would sit in the chair down there, and you guys couldn't see me, or you could only have a view of my crotch, and you don't want that. Nobody wants that. Trust me, boys. Makes no sense to put the camera like way below you and film upwards. I mean, yeah, I got a nice fat chin and shit, but for whatever reason, I don't want to show it on camera. I think it's stupid. Anyways, so the example is I met my business partner here on a day where I was still selling watches. You know, I used to sell wristwatches, used to flip them basically, had like a whole inventory, almost an average 500, 600 Rolex watches, Audemars Piguet, Patek Philippe, all the expensive brands. I used to buy and sell them, flip them for money basically. There was I gonna make a living out of it. Then I joined the military. I've went on some other ventures in the private security sector before, and now I'm back here basically. You know, doing consulting as a main job. I like to do consulting. I do it in two fields, mainly company consulting, so starting a company, financing, getting loans, and all that stuff, and also founding new companies. And in the security sector, I have to set up security concepts for other companies. Anyways, drifting off topic here again. So that's when I met my business partner in this lounge. It was a day where I was supposed to meet clients for the watch game. But unfortunately, one of those clients, or fortunately, not unfortunately, he told me there's no way that he can arrange the meeting today. So I went, I think 11 o'clock or some. I went to the cigar lounge, which I would never at that time. I'd usually be around 14 o'clock, 15 o'clock, even 18 o'clock sometimes. And at 6 p.m. for you boys in the States, there was times I would usually start smoking cigars in the lounge. So this day I went early and I met a consultant, Mr. Stefan, at that point, and we just kind of got to meet each other, and we would continue meeting up here and talking about business, about life, and about goals and watches and everything, and cigars mainly. And that was because at this point, I had my life like this tight as fuck, and I let the grip loose a bit, and I went to an unusual place, which I wasn't supposed to be around 11 in the morning. I wasn't. I was due to be in my office and hustle watches. And then I started to let loose the grip. People always say, lock in, lock in. Nah, don't, don't, don't force anything. You can't force anything. That's not how energy works, boys. You cannot force anything in life. So I let loose my grip around life quite a few times the past year, and it's always turned out to be great. It's the most random events. It's where you meet the most interesting people, you make the most interesting deals, because you're not in a locked in state where like, I gotta close this deal now. No, you're not. You're just sitting around smoking a cigar, and maybe somebody else, a potential client, is also smoking a cigar. And you're just talking about life, and you see he's got a problem with something that you know you can solve, and you can sell that problem solving for money, and he's willing to pay. And that's, you cannot force it. It has to come naturally. Sometimes it requires 2 or 3 meetings, 2 or 3 cigars, and in the end, you guys decide, hey, let's do a business venture together. Help me solve this problem. I want to pay you this amount, blah, blah, blah. It always works. It always works. Just never grip life too tightly. You cannot force anything in life. So you don't want stress. Stress is killing more people than cancer, in my opinion. Stress is stress is not good, boys. It isn't. That's why I don't like to be stressed. I don't like stress at all. I smoke cigars, and I have the grip. I used to have this grip around my life, this fucking tight. Now I think my life's like this. So, and it works better for me. It works better for anybody I talk to. And I'm still only 30, right? So I'm still competing with guys twice my age. And I wouldn't say competing. I'm just using their experience for my own life. I can apply pretty much everything people tell me, like all the bad experiences, the good they made, and all the strategies for their lives. I can apply them to my own life and greatly enhance my own life with that. And that's, I think, the only point of men sitting around talking together is to enhance each other's lives. That's why I don't judge upon it. Some older guy comes to me, for example, 65, 70 years old, and he tells me, I would rather do this instead. You do this wrong. I would do this. I've been doing this for the past 30 years, blah, blah, blah. I would just always listen to that because it's interesting. I wouldn't skip it or say, nah, old fart, you don't know shit. I would never. Because these people are in a stage in their life, at a point in their life, where they deserve to be because of the decisions they make. And all these decisions they made before led them to that very point. And that's why I find fucking interesting, boys. I do. Anyways, this is it with today's video. Hope you guys learned the lesson that you should not grip life too tight. For those 10 of you that watch these videos, I know you guys want to see gaming content on here, but I'm not in the right state of mind to play fucking video games. Life is way much better when you just fucking delete that one game this channel has been all about and just don't care anymore. Life is way better than fucking playing video games. Anyways, boys, hope you guys have a nice day. Maybe this is the last video, maybe not. If it's not, see you in the next one. If it is, it was nice chatting with you all. Nice talking to you all. But I think I'll see you in the next one, eh? Bye bye.